Humans have completely lost the plot. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Going to work just seems like a scam. Inflation is out of control. We're just living one big shit show. How did we get here? Who knows? All I know is that within 5 years, maybe even less, we've been exhausted to the point where we can't even do anything. Every escape you can think of has been taken away from us. All these new laws, all these flock cameras, we're being essentially tracked as if we had tags on us. The movie Eagle Eye is starting to ring so many bells in my brain because we're just being followed, we're being tracked, and a lot of this data that they're collecting is useless, right? Why do they need to spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars to figure out that you go golfing every 2 weeks at this one place? We're all just stuck in some weird loop where it just gets worse and worse. And I still think it's going to get worse before it gets better. The stock market is super high, but no one has any money. Everybody's dipping in their 401ks. Job numbers are completely fabricated. And you start to think, man, what is this place? What is our real purpose? We literally are rats running a race. Except if you ever do get the cheese, you realize you can only eat so much, and then everything else is just extra. You ever wonder why there's millionaires and billionaires? It's because they can't spend all their money. It's because they can't spend it all. It sits there because they've purchased everything they needed, and this is just extra. And I think once you get that type of mindset, you realize that money can't buy everything. Now, for most of us working people, it can buy you so much. But after that, there is nothing else to buy. There is nothing to chase. So I feel like it adds an even more cruelty factor because they don't even need the money. This is literally just about increasing numbers on some sort of blank screen. While the regular person is stuck working and working and working and never getting ahead. It's almost taboo to get ahead nowadays. If you're really getting ahead, that's honestly like a little scary to people. Because I feel like there's so few of us that are able to get ahead. Now people will put on the allure that they're doing well and stuff and all this yada yada yada. But I think there is a financial illiteracy that we have that makes us afraid to have money. Now, it's not our fault because they add fear. Fear is everything to these people. It's all about making everybody scared and afraid. But it's really nothing. It's only something because they made it into something, you know? There must have been something before money, before it was like a barter system, you know? Things weren't really as chaotic as they are now. But I just feel they've warped society so much to where people love to run the rat race, you know? There's people that get up that say they love to work. And I don't think work is inherently evil, but I also don't, there used to be a time where like people don't want to go to work, because we're not doing anything. We've solved everything. We should have been way past this, but we're stuck in the grips of it because of society. Really not society, I'd say mostly the top 1% and all that cheesy stuff, but it really is them. They have created a system where you can't escape, and working with other people is nearly impossible because they've tapped into our minds, and that's not good enough for people, you know? It's not good enough to live with your parents, It's not good enough to live with roommates when you guys are all paying like $200 a month. That's not good enough. You're less than because you can't get your own place. While the thought process should be, let me move in with my family and save money. But then you're seen as a loser. They're using our pride and our want to make money and work against us. We are running a sick rat race, and there's really no end in sight. And once people have caught on, once people have started saving money and started doing something else, they'll just adjust. If they find people are saving more and cutting back, well, they'll just increase prices. If they feel people have too much money, they'll just print more money, or they'll... This is slightly conspiratory, but I also think it's true. I think they're controlling the weather. I think they're destroying things with the purpose of rebuilding. I don't like where this country is heading. Really, the world. We are all doing stuff just for a few people. And I don't know how this has gone on this long. We need serious change. Otherwise, we're going to be doomed. Because we are about to hit another point of price increases. Drastically. And one, I don't think people are prepared. I know they're not, because this is what this country does, is destroy people. But it's so weird because they're going to destroy the economy. Then they're going to come try to give people $3,000, $5,000 to rebuild it all. And then they'll destroy it again if there's still people are still out there. I don't know. This is life. And now I'm told, like I said, I'm totally clear conscience about everything I've done. I've made the right decisions, I feel, because this life is not easy. And I thought growing up, if you just did the right thing and you were a good person, you would come out on top. And now I'm finding that's not true. You can work yourself to death and never see any benefit if you let them. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video, man. This is my talk on the rat race, man. It's getting brutal out here, and I don't see an end in sight.